Hello Star Wars The Republic players and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're covering the developer livestream that happened yesterday covering the next game update 7.8.1 Masters Enigma that is dropping on March, next month. This update will feature a brand new story, new date night missions, the return of the Spring Abundance Festival event, some Cartel Market editions, and a brand new Galactic Season 10. So let's dive in. First, we have the Masters Enigma storyline. Spoiler alert, if you haven't played Galactic Threads, which released on the last update in December, the story ended with the reveal of Darth Jadus' return, and Masters Enigma, the new story, will focus on his return. He will be offering you a potential alliance to work with him, regardless if you're a Republic or Imperial player. Meanwhile, the Empire and the Republic, depending on your faction, will arrive to your base in Odessen to discuss the situation that's happened with the Mandalorians and the Holocron. As you know, your factions are not very happy about the events unfolding and kinda blame you for all the things that are happening because Shae Vizsla also freed Darth Malgus. On the other hand, you'll also be uncovering the mysteries of Darth Nul, where you'll be going to a research vessel that is called the Enigma. So we still have brand new things to discover about Darth Nul and all that she's been working on to find out what exactly is Malgus' plan. So that's a very brief summary of the story because they don't want to spoil us too much, but they do let us know some of the characters that will be showing up. And of course, since part of the story will take place in Odessen talking with your faction, Terran Shan and Lana Beniko return to keep you company to handle this meeting. As part of this meeting as well, on the Republic side you will have Arn and the return of Tau. On the Imperial side you have the return of Amri and Darth Rivix. And of course, the big boss himself, Darth Jadus. So that's essentially the main characters that will be on this story of Masters Enigma. Keep in mind that this story was also the one that's happening before the finale of the Legacy of the Sith story. They also show us a little bit of how Darth Nul's vessel looks like. It's a bit different, it has all these experimental plants and stuff going on for it because Darth Nul was pretty much a scientist on her own. But that's it on the beta story for this update on March. We also have date night missions for new companions. First we have Torian Cadera, who's the leader of Clan Cadera, of course, and he's going to talk about that struggle of being the leader of, well, his family that crumbled and now he's trying to move on and keep everything together. And while you're having that conversation with him, you'll be having a nice traditional Mandalorian dish. And on the achievements, as you know, date nights have achievements that let you unlock a decoration. Meanwhile, the other date night mission is Kira Carsen for the Jedi Knight, where she's helping reconstruct Titan itself after all the wars and fights that have been happening on Titan since the days of Shadows of Revan and more. She's been doing her best to make sure that Titan is in a good spot. So that is it for story beats coming on this March update. Next up, we have the return of the Spring Abundance Festival. This festival is returning on March 10, which basically tells us that the update should be releasing at least on March 10 or before that. Nothing too fancy new added on the event except this Mobile Abundance Basket has a new reward that you can get, which is pretty neat and cute. On the Cartel Market, they show us a new Shadow Sentry armor that released very recently, like a month ago or so, but they never got to showcase it on the live stream. But I know it's a very popular one and I've never got to cover it on video before, so I'm showing it to you as well. This is inspired by Star Wars Visions. And we also have the Dantooine Invasive Flora decoration bundle. This is a very nice decoration bundle where you have all these really nice glowy vines. If you really like decorating walls with plants, I think these are really nice because they're very nicely detailed. However, that is it for the Cartel Market. Nothing too fancy or new, which surprised me a little bit. But they do say there might be some other stuff coming in smaller updates after this bigger update drops, kind of like they did with the other armor, so stay tuned for other things that can drop. They also released a new Continue the Fight bundle, which includes this really nice looking mount. And the thing with this bundle is that it costs $40, $39.99. It includes 60 days of sub time, which normally that's $30. but it also includes 2,400 cartel coins, which is like over $20, so that's already a value of $50 there, plus the mount included that you can ride at level 1. You don't have to wait to level up to start using this mount right away when you start a character. So overall, a really good deal. Now this is where it gets interesting with Galactic Seasons 10 and 11. As you know, the game will be celebrating this year its 15-year anniversary. So that means that they're focusing strongly on that anniversary update with the 8.0, which is quote-unquote expansion. They have not called it expansion, but it's essentially a brand new storyline that's coming with 8.0 and brand new content, which we're gonna discuss in a little bit, the little things they told us about that. But first I want to discuss Galactic Season 10 that is coming on this update. And the main focus on this Galactic Season is that they're going back to past rewards that are not available in the Galactic Season vendors. This includes the companions. And for this one, in Galactic Season 10, they're bringing back the companions SWTOR, Thor, Adon, and PH4LNX, or Phalanx, as some people call it. And these companions were from Seasons 1 and 3, so essentially the Galactic Season 10 will focus on rewards that were available only on Seasons 1 and 3. They're also bringing new rewards for you as well. This includes new customizations for the companions. Both of them will have new customizations, new legacy titles, new character titles, as you can see here. Shadow of the Syndicate, The Return, Target Acquired, that's a pretty cool one. Author's Assassin, PH4 Lanx Collaborator, Syndicated Forza, Stronghold labels Outer Ring Rampart and Den of Thieves. There's also a mount that will be added as well. Essentially it's a new version of the previous mounts of that season. But my very favorite cool new mount is this one. They're called the Blue Shift and the Event Horizon. In these mounts, you can actually have your companion next to you. Now this is not the first ever companion mount, but this one is one of those rideable cars where finally the other seat is not empty. Instead, the companion will be with you. Galactic Season 11, which is coming later this year, will also be similar, but instead it will cover Galactic Season 2 and 4. Bringing back the companions from seasons 2 and 4 and the items from those seasons. So that's it for Galactic Seasons 10 and a little bit of 11. And lastly, but not least important at all, is the road ahead of what's coming for the rest of the year. They didn't tell us too much that we didn't already know from the roadmap, but they did confirm again that the finale of the story, Game Update 7.9 Legacy Reborn, will be arriving this spring, so very likely on May is my expectation, because May the 4th and all that, I'm expecting everything focused on Star Wars would be on May. As I mentioned, Galactic Season 11 is also coming, but it's coming on 7.9.1 after the finale of the Legacy of the Sith story. But in the meantime, they tell us a little bit of what's coming on 8.0, which is the new major update for the game. This major update will bring a brand new storyline. There will be new content, gameplay, systems that will appeal to all types of players. This means group players, solo players, and story players. But they'll also be going to looking back on some older content and bring them back to life in the game as well. There will be several live streams, blogs, videos, short stories, and stuff even on the public test server for this update 8.8, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we gotta wait until the next live stream, which will be late April or early May, where they're gonna tell us more about 7.9, the end of the Legacy of the Sith story, and tell us more properly of brand new things that are coming on 8.0. And of course, May the 4th is always an important time for Star Wars, and they'll be doing several things on the game as well to celebrate it, including traditional stuff like double XP, sales, and all that kind of stuff. So that's the quick recap on everything that's coming on the Old Republic that we got from the live stream. In the meantime, you can grind on Twitch right now for the Yavin poster decoration. You have to watch 1 hour a stream of Star Wars The Republic, anyone's stream. When the update goes live, we are predicting it could be March 10th because the Dantooine event returns that day. You can grind this Walker mount, and you just need to watch 5 hours of live content on Twitch when that update drops. And that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.